for listening. The vibes is gonna be nothing but fire because it's a fire Friday, yeah. That's how we do it. Best DJs, yes. Fort Lauderdale stand up, Miami stand up, North Miami stand up, Hollywood stand up. Let's go. We have so much to talk about because in my show, we cover hot topics. We also like to give you news you can use. And of course, we're gonna get into some I not call it scandalous, but I call it scandalous because I never liked it when I saw the story. It disturbed me actually. I'm not gonna lie. It disturbed me. Disturbs me. And it was one that was trending yesterday. So we're just going to touch on it. It's more important to me to talk about the politics oftentimes, right? I love to talk to you about the politics and what's going on. If you're new and you're just joining, big up everybody listening. This is Suzette Speaks. I'm an attorney here in the South Florida region, helping people with their personal injury cases. There you go. As well as their medical malpractice cases. I love talking to people. I love speaking. I have so many events coming up in the next 2 months. I tell Mikey, I'm going to be busy. So, may I appreciate the support and the love from the community. People have been inviting me. You can invite me to MC and host events from the Louise Bennett Coverly Heritage Fashion Show. Yes, go September 20th and 21st at the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center. I'll be the MC there. To her, a conference in West Palm Beach, September 27th. I'll be speaking and emceeing the gala at the From the Inside Out School of Etiquette conference coming up October 7th and 8th, or actually 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Embassy Suites, Fort Lauderdale. I will be putting on my own event. You guys know that I do some, I don't know if you know that I do some women's empowerment events, right? We got to get the ladies back in on track, and I'm moving back in that direction of coaching and helping ladies overcome some obstacles, inner obstacles mostly, because all of us need some help sometime. Everybody needs a sister friend, a mentor, business coach. So if you're looking for that, I can help you with that. And of course, I have the Suzette Speaks brand. You will be able to follow me on all platforms to find out where those empowerment and self-development events are going to be. There will be one on October 12th. Yes, I already got the date. I have it planned for Sunrise, Florida, and also November 15th. Suzette Speaks, back at it. Many of you know me from that realm of doing the self development, helping people heal from the inside out. Yes, I'm not a therapist, but my God give me some wisdom. My grandmother give me some wisdom, right? And I'm a very intuitive, introspective person myself. So while I try to build up myself from the inside out, I try to bring other people on that journey with me. And I've designed some wonderful interactive seminars and workshops for people in the community to come out and enjoy. I also will be hosting the City of Lauderhill's Young Professional Networks Headshot Day. I think that's coming up next month. Man, I got a busy September as well. I think it's September, is it 13th? I'll be with the City of Lauderhill Young Professionals Advisory Board hosting their Headshot Networking Day. We do some professional development there as well. October 23rd, I will be at Shooters in Fort Lauderdale hosting the third annual Babies and Bubbles Brunch. Yes, your girl is booked and busy. Thank you, God. And that is an event designed to raise funds and awareness around early childhood development. I'm talking about from the baby, right? Learning begins when children are, I'm talking about just even in the womb. We're not even going to get into that, but post coming to the earth, right? Thank you, God, for our little angels. The children are the future. We have to start teaching them. And there are so many recognized studies and stories about how early childhood trauma, I'm talking about in the baby stage, not getting the love, not getting the attention, not getting the reassurance, that affects children as they grow into adults. So I love that program. I've been the MC now 3 years in a row, and I'm grateful that they have me back. Big up Dr. Arlene Hutchison and the team, the Diamond Butterfly, all of them that put on the Babies and Bubbles brunch. That's a big thing. I'm really excited as well to be joining the Miramar-based Hair, Peace, and Hope. It's a 5K raising funds. I can't wait to have them. I'm going to have them actually in studio for an interview, right? Because this 5K that will take place October 25th at the Miramar Regional Park has such a special cause. And I'm so grateful to be involved with it this year. I'm looking forward to having the team, including two lovely ladies I spoke to yesterday, on to do a full interview about the Hair, Peace, and Hope. Hope is a foundation that's been around 20 plus years. Of course, hairpiece. Where does the hairpiece come from? Well, a lot of people struggle. A lot of women struggle, not only when they're going through treatment, for example, for cancer and things like this. They lose their hair. And this 5K helps address that population that is dealing with, some unspoken battles, right? You have the physical health battle, but you have other things aesthetically. You got to go out into the world and you got to still live. So this is I found a very interesting 5K. I'll be very grateful to be a part of this year. Yes, Hair, Peace, and Hope 5K, October 25th. I will be emceeing the culinary stage at the Jerk Festival. Big up the Jerk Festival. That's in November. Listen, I got a few more events to tell you about, but I'm going to get back into the news. So look for me, follow me for news and updates, right? Suzette Speaks, 1Z, 2T's, Speaks with an S, just like it sounds, Suzette Speaks, for all the events and things going on. You can also follow Voice of the Caribbean, of course, because there's a lot of events coming up. BRT weekend, Rebel Salute coming up end of the month, or next month. Yeah, September 28th. Looking forward to that. I love Rebel Salute in Jamaica. So to have a version right here in our backyard in Miramar, September 28th, Rebel Salute, Miramar 70th anniversary, hosted by Commissioner Maxwell Chambers. The experience is what they're calling it. Look, I am really looking forward to that. September 28th, coming right here, Rebel Salute, right? Oh my goodness, lineup is crazy. Tony Rebel, Maxi Priest, Queen Ifrica, Chalice, the group called Lust, Louis Culture, Michael Rose, Mikey Spice, more being added. So buy your tickets now, or you can get your tickets available at rebelsaluteusa.com. That's rebelsaluteusa.com. You can also find it on Rebel Salute on all platforms. This is also presented by yours truly, Voice of the Caribbean Radio. Listen, I could give you announcements all day, but I got to get back to the news. So big of everybody watching online, big everybody who has downloaded app. We have so many users that take us on the road, take us in the office. If you're having your lunch, I hope you're enjoying some good lunch. Listen, I burnt my breakfast today. I was looking forward so much to my breakfast. You ever start making some food, and when you start and you know the spices is gonna be right, and then you walk away? I walked away, guys. I like my eggs well seasoned. Some people just do scrambled eggs and things like that just by themselves. I put a little yard flavor in it. I like my tomato. I like my scrambled egg with a little garlic, garlic, as my mom would say, as my granny would say. I like onion. Some people don't do that. I was just reading something about an NFL player that thought bell peppers were exotic. The Caribbean delegation got something to say. I like tomato, garlic, onion. I like a full spread in my scrambled eggs. So I put together my nice little organic eggs. You know them eggs be expensive, yo. And I put together my eggs, my tomato, my garlic, my onion. I put a little turmeric. I put, as they say, turmeric, but I put turmeric in my eggs. It's supposed to be good for inflammation. And when you use turmeric, them say you're supposed to also use black pepper because one helps the other to absorb. So I sprinkle my little turmeric, or turmeric as they say here, but I grew up calling it turmeric. Anyway, I sprinkle my turmeric and I sprinkle my black pepper. And I walked away from the stove, y'all. Normally I turn it down, but I walked away. And I went to go charge my phone. I was like, let me go charge my phone, of course, because I'm getting ready, as the people who are watching me online see. I'm getting ready to host my show. Let me put my phone in the charger. Let me charge my laptop. I tried to do 10 things and come back to the stove. I had what could I say? It wasn't an omelet, but a nice, I guess, frittata, which where one side of your egg is well done. So I was a little annoyed. I had to make up the breakfast and try to, I'm into right now what we call chia pudding. I don't know if you guys know chia seeds. I don't know. Is there an island name for that? Or is that something we just got when we came here? I don't know. Chia seeds. I am into the overnight chia seeds. I did it all week. At first I was like, maybe I shouldn't do it because I put on 2 pound. But when we wake up, I lose about the 2 pound this morning. But basically you put chia seeds. It's like a really simple recipe you can look up online. I put it in almond milk. But after I let the seeds soak overnight, I put strawberries, and I put, like, cut up literally two strawberries, a palm full of blueberry, a shake of walnuts, and a shake of granola. And it was so crazy that I didn't really want to eat the frittata, and I'm like, I'm just gonna eat it. You made it. It's gonna burn your stomach, but hopefully it doesn't burn your stomach because I did it in avocado oil. I mean, I love burn food. I'm not a big burn food person. I don't like crispy food. So deep fried and stuff. Anyway, I tried to eat the parts that were a little less fried. And I was like, I'm gonna make up for it because you should enjoy your food. You shouldn't just eat your food. You should really enjoy it. So, on that note, I ended up going for the chia pudding, and then by the time I took 2 bites of the chia pudding, I was full. I don't know what the moral of that story is, but anyway, I try to enjoy your food. Yeah, you're trying to cook at home, right, to save the money, even though eggs expensive, but try to save the money. And I guess the moral of the story is pay attention to the stove and don't let your eggs burn because I put too much effort in the chopping and the preparation not to be able to truly enjoy the breakfast. But I tried to eat what I could. I coughed half the breakfast. You know it's dry when you're coughing, like the burn bun, like it hit the back of your throat, and I'm like, what? I was coughing half the breakfast, so I didn't get to enjoy my breakfast. I got 2 bites of the chia pudding, and I tried to make up for it. And anyway, back to some news. This is some interesting news. I don't call it scandalous, but uncomfortable. I saw some video and I wasn't sure if it was a PR stunt. So I hate feeling like I'm being used for a PR stunt to give an artist some public relations and some marketing exposure. But the artist known as Little Nas X, you remember? He started country, remember? Take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride until I can't no more. I got the horses in the back. Oh, you can hold my stack. Hey, all right, y'all knew what I was talking about, right? So remember Little Nas X, and then all of a sudden he did a whole 180, and he went into his, I don't know what to call that era, that unapologetic era, right? The Mr. Little Nas X, fully out of the closet, fully embracing his uh, self-expression. Well, y'all pray for Little Nas X. By the stage name, his real name is Montero Lamar Hill, an American singer, rapper, songwriter, born near Atlanta, Georgia. He says he dropped out of University of West Georgia after 1 year to pursue music. In 2019, his country rap single "Old Town Road" went viral. Right, that's how we were introduced to Little Nas X, right? Becoming the longest running #1 song on Billboard Hot 100 history. Old Town Road was the #1 in history. Who knew that? It's crazy. That's actually pretty crazy. All right, but Little Nas X, did his thing yesterday, and we're kind of concerned about it. So, according to CNN, let me just read you what happened, so you'll understand what I'm talking about. He was outside in his underwear, his drawers. I don't know if that's proper to say on the radio. Underwear. Little Nas X arrested on suspicion of battery of a police officer is the CNN headline. So apparently he was let me read it. He was wandering around in some skivvies, in some undergarments, and some boots. Y'all can see it online. I never pray for nobody to go deep down in a spiral. It scared me when I saw it because I kept looking. I'm like, is he in his right mind? Is he on some sort of controlled substance? Is he having a breakdown? Is what I saw when I looked at the video. But you could take a look at the video and see for yourself. The CNN story says Grammy-winning rapper, singer, and songwriter Little Nas X has been arrested according to Los Angeles County Sheriff and the Inmate Records. The industry baby rapper, whose legal name is Montero Lamar Hill, was found early Thursday morning in the Studio City area on Ventura Boulevard, according to the public information officer, Charles Miller. Quote, upon arrival, the suspect charged at officers and was taken into custody. He was transported to a local hospital for possible overdose and placed under arrest for battery of a police officer, said the spokesperson. Lil Nas X is being held in the Valley Jail in Van Nuys. I don't know how to say that. CNN has reached out to his representatives for comment. The artist, who became famous for his 2018 viral hit Old Town Road with Billy Ray Cyrus, has been a provocateur, to say the least. So people are wondering, if you look at this video, he's walking around in what we call tighty whities and boots, like on a highway, like on a main, not highway, on a main road, I stand corrected. And it just disturbs me. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to pray for nobody's downfall. That's actually really disturbing. So it went viral, and I'm talking about it only because it's been, back and forth when it comes to, wow, the social media headlines. So Little Nas X, say a prayer for him, had an episode of some sort, and it's really, very disheartening. And we're gonna pray that he's okay. I hope it's not a media stunt. I hope it's not a media stunt. And we're still, worried and concerned about his mental health or anything that he could be going through. So that was, again, just a headline because I saw it. I didn't get to talk about this Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is a social commentator, a comedian, and Amanda Seales did a sit down. If you don't know her, she also has a podcast called Small Doses. She is very pro black, I think half or maybe full Grenadian. I should know. Let me not say the wrong thing. But she went up toe to toe against 20 black conservatives to deal with some of the issues of the day. Now, I haven't watched the whole thing, but people say she's an actress, of course, as well. But people have been talking about it. This showdown where Amanda Seales went head to head with some of the more black conservative voices. And she got in a debate with 20 black conservatives. This happened maybe 2 or 3 days ago. I am going to be watching it. I just haven't had time, y'all. That's why I was going to refrain from going into depth, but I think I should mention it in case you might find it interesting. Because Amanda Seales is a well-known actress, and like I said, social critic and activist. And our sister, I think, again, from Grenadian descent, Amanda Seales debates 20 black conservatives in viral clip. This is coming from blackenterprise.com. And they're saying, quote, this is from a couple days ago, and she eats them up with facts. This is why education is important, y'all. They're saying this is why we have to have civic education, because some of the conservative points that were being made by people who were on the platform who challenged her were not based in fact. And so it was interesting that Seales took on 20 conservatives, 20 black conservatives at that, and debunked multiple claims of systemic racism, reparations, and they threw out these statistics about so-called black on black crime. And Amanda Seales refused to back down after getting into, this now viral debate with these 20 black conservatives. And the Black Enterprise article reads, the comedian and social justice advocate appeared on an episode of Jubilee, a YouTube series that explores provocative topics ranging from immigration to conservatism. Seales took on a horde, that's the quote from the Black Enterprise article. She took on a horde, meaning a whole bunch of black conservatives for a conversation ranging from reparations to systemic racism. One viral clip shows a man trying to discredit Harriet Tubman while also saying black culture was toxic and white supremacy is a myth. Listen, you can check it out on the Shade Room and some other platforms. I thought that was really interesting. And I'll be watching it at length this weekend. I just haven't had the time yet to watch it. But I had to, I did, take a break. Like I said, I don't want to become weary. Thank goodness, y'all, Hurricane Erin. Is Hurricane Erin still around? I just saw it pop up on my news clip here. Well, Hurricane Erin came and went. I think there was some damage to Cape Hatteras and some parts of the mid-Atlantic states. And Bermuda, I know they had a tropical storm watch for those areas. Let me just do a quick Hurricane Erin update. But it didn't touch land. We have been very blessed, very fortunate. Thank you, God. Very fortunate this hurricane season. Because, baby, it's still early. Hurricane season does not end until December 1st. Hurricane season goes all the way to December 1st. So Hurricane Erin now is weak as a is a category 1 as it moves away from the East Coast. Okay, that's as of an hour ago. New Jersey was under a state of emergency. Remember they had the Superstorm Sandy? So I guess everybody was just watching the currents and what the water would do, even though the hurricane itself was not going to make landfall and is not predicted to make landfall in the United States at all. It intensified to at one point I think a category 5, but no longer. So just wanted, as it literally randomly popped into my head. Still talking about DC as well. So Texas redistricting, I can get back into it. Whew, that makes me sad, but it seems like California is trying to answer them. Listen, I gotta give a shout out to Gavin Newsom. I'm gonna give a shout out to Gavin Newsom because of all the people that is trying to lead the Democrats, it seems like he is trying